Good morning, girls. It's Miss Ferguson, and it is Thursday, May 28th, 2020. Today's strategy that we're going to be working on is determining main idea using key details. So our learning target is I can use key details to determine the main idea of a nonfiction article. Let's review. What's main idea? Well, we know we talked about this a lot and you learned about it even way before fourth grade. The main idea is the primary point or idea that the author wants to communicate to the reader about a topic. Sometimes you'll hear it as what it's mostly about, but when we're talking about nonfiction articles, it makes more sense for us to say that it's the main point or the primary point or idea that the author wants to communicate to us. And the main idea is always supported by key details. What we're going to be talking about today is something called implied main idea. You know that we've talked before that sometimes the main idea is not stated directly and that you have to figure it out for yourself using the details. Other times it is stated directly. But today we're going to practice finding it when it is not. So we're going to be detectives again and find the main idea using the details in the article. Supporting details are the details that explain more about the main idea. So when you're finding your supporting details, those pieces of information are explaining more to you about what the main idea of the article is. As you are reading, you should think about the facts, examples, and the other information that you are given by the author. Then think about how do these details connect to each other. So you're going to find the facts or examples and then think about how do these different details connect to each other. So you're playing detective by figuring out what they have in common so that you can find the main idea. There are some key words that can help you find important details. Sometimes words like first, another, also, finally. Those words might signal that the author is providing an example or a detail for you. As you're reading, it can help you to underline words that you see, like first, another, also, finally, because you could use those to find those supporting details. So let's try a short practice. The rain began early in the morning. It fell as hard drops, one after another. The sky was full of dark purple clouds. Thunder began as a soft rumble and became louder and louder. Lightning crashed every few minutes, making the sky a brilliant white. So what details can we identify and underline here? Well, the rain started and began as hard drops, one after another. The sky was full of dark purple clouds. Thunder began as a soft rumble and became louder and louder, and lightning crashed. Now think about how those details connect to each other. What do they have in common? If you're thinking about hard rain, dark skies, thunder rumbling, lightning crashing, what do those things have in common that the author might be trying to communicate to us? The author was trying to tell us that the storm was very strong. Those details, the dark clouds, hard rain, thunder, getting louder and louder, lightning crashing, all connect to a big storm. The author was telling us that the storm they were having was a big or strong storm. Now, this was a very basic example, but my point in using this easy short paragraph was to be able to easily pick out details and connect them. Of course, when you're doing your articles, they are longer and it's not quite as easy, but we're in fourth grade and we know how to play detectives when we read. So what you're going to do today to practice today's strategy is you're going to read your article and practice finding the key details. So the article you're reading is called TV Series Reveals Careers in Science, Technology, Engineering, Math for Women. Now, we've been using articles that have different subheadings and sections. My advice to you is use those. We know that those subheadings are basically mini titles that tell us what that particular chunk of text is about. So think about what those sections are, what kind of information is the author providing, and how do they connect? When you think about how they connect and what they have in common, then you'll be able to determine the main idea. This is where you need to keep a pencil with you and you should underline information as you read or jot down notes. You're also going to log on to News ELA and complete the same article and complete the quiz and activities. You need to read 35 minutes and fill in your reading log. That includes getting a parent signature. You need to choose your writing prompt to respond to your reading and respond to it in the space you are given. And lastly, make sure that you send a picture of your work to Miss Ferguson. Have a great day, girls. I will talk to you soon.